Hello, Pokemasterander here, and as you can see, I'm on the wing of a plane. Oh yeah, today I'll be showing you 5 awesome ideas for sky bases in Minecraft. I thought since my other video did so good about underwater bases in Minecraft, you should go check that out right now. I'll leave a link in the description. I would make an awesome video on sky bases, since it's a very difficult task to actually build them, because you want something that looks nice and slim and good in the sky, but still is easy to build. So yeah, let's just get into the video. Hello again. As you can see, I'm in first person mode now. So this is actually the 3rd time I was trying to record this particular part, because some interferences just happened, like someone going into my room and stuff and such. But I hope this time it goes smoothly. So as you can see, I struggled. It's sad. I did struggle on this one. The idea was to make some sort of flying vehicle in the sky. Of course, it's not actually moving, but it's still pretty cool and nice to have. Obviously, private jet is the best thing to have. But I just went with a simple steampunk style airplane thing with materials that are easy to obtain. Now, the building on this isn't easy, but it's more intermediate, if you ask me. I'm not quite sure what to call this. It's not pro yet, but it's intermediate. I'd say intermediate people would be able to build this. So yeah, the idea is simple, and you can make whatever you want out of it. I'm kind of losing my words because of how good this is, but as you can see, I obviously struggled because implementing this was hard, and I didn't want to do a normal plane. Obviously, that's what most people do. That's why I wanted to make something more, unique. So yeah. And you can also see this beam of water going down, beaming up whoever gets in its way. You don't have to do this. You can do whatever you want. Now, obviously, the idea of making an awesome plane in the sky is very well known, and I don't have that many techniques to explain. The one technique I do have to explain, though, is the new way of building sky bases. So you used to just go ahead and take dirt, and then you would go like this and build a tower, and that got annoying. And in 1.14 they added an easy way to build up and an easy way to break it again. And this, what I'm gonna show you now, the scaffolding. Now this is probably not something new to most of you, but I just wanted to highlight this. How to make a sky base for newer players is either this or do the building a tower. Then you build up like this, and then when you get to where the building height, or the height you want, you take a random, not a random block, the block you want, and start building your base on top. And then at the end, let's just say you built your awesome rock in the sky. You break the bottom part, and then it's gone. And then you have your nice floating rock. But yeah, that's how you do it. You can also just do it with dirt if you're gonna make an early game base in the sky. But yeah, I'd say I don't have much to say about this anymore. Let's just go ahead and take a look at the interior, which is obviously simple, because I was just going on an idea. Obviously, this is not at its full potential. It could be way better. I just added some utility blocks and the cockpit. You could make some kind of stool thing there to, power and control it. But I hope you actually use this, because it's raining again. Every single time I was recording, it started to rain. Why does it? I have the feeling, for some reason, when you're playing normal Minecraft, it never rains and nothing ever happens. But then when you play creative, it rains all the time. Ugh. Slash weather clear. Easy. There. Now, let's just move on to the next one. Okay, so here we are in the next one, which is obviously the iconic floating Minecraft island. You know this from Skyblock, Skywars, and from just Minecraft in general, because the gravity of Minecraft allows floating islands. So basically what you do is you do the technique I taught over there, build up with a scaffold, and then just start spiraling up with the block you need. Then you fill it all in with whatever you need or whatever you want, more to say, and then you have yourself, well, you have an awesome floating island. Then you can build whatever you want on it. I just went with a jungle hut, or more of a beach hut actually, because I had a little bit of sand down here and I thought it would make most sense if I actually used sand. And I actually tried to make a crater, but the TNT didn't really blow up in the water, so that did not work. But otherwise, I also used a few building hacks. I used pots for coconuts, and I built some palms. Inside, I didn't do anything. I didn't want to. Oh yeah, and I made a plate with some bread on it. But I don't want to show off my building skills on the house, since you can build whatever you want on your island. I just wanted to show that you can build pretty cool things with islands, and this is supposed to show that you can, and I'd advise you to make a few small islands hovering around where you have a few different things. Maybe an enchantment shack on one of them, and some kind of storage unit on a different one. But yeah, also not much to say. The method is pretty easy. Here, I just basically placed one and then randomly placed around, and that formed a pretty easy island. Islands are pretty easy to make. I'll just show you a small one. I'm gonna set time. Sorry about my bad typing today. And I'm gonna give myself a scaffolding like you learned just before. I'm not gonna make it so high. Then we go ahead and take our sandstone, or smooth or cut sandstone if you want, but I just take normal sandstone. Do that. Then you kind of just make one around, kind of like in a flower shape, you know, in a flower shape from up, and then you can do that. You can place them on the edges and up, and this will create a small little island. It's easy, and you try to make it vary from the side. You can add one there and then take one from here, and it might, yeah, it can turn out pretty well. Now I'm just gonna finish this up real quick, and then we'll move on to the next idea, which will also be, which is actually the same thing as here, and it's over there. So let's just go and check it out real quick before we move on to the next one. I mean, I count this as an idea by itself because it really, I like to show easy dirt varieties of other things, variants that you can just build with dirt. So as you can see, a dirt island with a dirt hut on top. If you're into quick and dirty huts, then the good way to go. Do it the same as over there, only made of dirt, and add some vines to make it look a little more unique, I'd guess. And I also added some scrubs here and there, just to show that it's supposed to be a dirty hut and not, it's actually meant to look dirty. It's raining again. How much does it rain? Come on, man. I just want to see the sun for once. Like, that's another annoying thing. Look at the sky. You have like no clouds, and then like you move out of the clouds and it starts raining on you. Hacked life. Life was hacked. yeah, the laws of physics and gravity and all that just, I don't know, don't make any sense in Minecraft. Okay, so I guess I'll move on to the next one, since I show you... Wait, what? Does the rain destroy it? Or why did it break? What if I jump onto this from high? Nothing happens, but how did that break? Oh, I know. Because you can't place them on grass, and the grass spread. For those of you who don't know, grass actually spreads across dirt blocks. But yeah, I think I'll move on to the next one now. Hello again. As you can see, I'm in the next place. The next idea, which is obviously has to do something, well, which obviously has to do something with the nether. I like to add different variants. This, again, is a floating island, but it's something special. To my defense, sky bases, there aren't that many things to do. Either you build a floating island or you build a helicopter or a jet or something. Anyway, this is a different variant of the floating island. It's an idea, so it's not at its full potential. Like I said before, you could build a gigantic nether castle in here, I don't care. But what I built is I copied it from Minecraft Story Mode, which, by the way, you should buy now because it's them. Telltale Games is dead. No, I'm just kidding. They ran out of money and now they are closing up, which means, I don't know, can you still get it? I'm not sure, but a few days ago you could still get it, and it's gonna be gone soon. So if you don't have it yet, you might as well buy it as fast as possible. But obviously you don't have to. Don't follow my advice if you don't want to. If you hate the game, don't do it. Anyway, I just want to say this, I'm so proud of this because you can see the Witherstorm tentacles pushing out some kind of nether, a piece of the nether with a little shack or another fortress piece, I guess, on it. Now the idea was you build a portal and then make the, if you haven't played Minecraft Story Mode, I don't want to spoil it, but there's just a giant tentacle thing, that a tentacle kraken thing that destroys portals by, well, actually just once, but destroys a portal from the inside of the nether, which makes no sense. But yeah, since it's a paradox, you can't destroy it from the inside, because then where do your tentacles that go that are on the outside? I think in the game they just disappeared. But what I just did was build a few tentacles coming out of obsidian, which kind of ruins the nether portal because it's made of obsidian as well. Use coal blocks, that's my advice. But it still looks pretty good. You could even use something else like soul sand or something just to give it more of a nethery feel, like some sort of nether rift or something. Another thing I'd like to say, or like you, some advice is kind of make it look more realistic. Have a tentacle coming down. You could even have more is better, but I have a tentacle coming down supporting the portal in the air, which just gives it, kind of makes it look like it's actually following the physics. But honestly, I don't have much to say. Just make sure the terrain here looks like nether, or if you somehow figure out how to do it with the end, then it looks like end. But yeah, honestly, there's not much to say about this. This idea can be used otherwise. I mean, you could just make, I mean, my idea, there's another way to do this. Actually, there are tons of ways, but another way to do this that I would think is you have a kraken coming out of the ocean and then have it supporting your little base from there. I just thought of this because I immediately thought of Minecraft Story Mode and then decided to do that. But yeah, let's move on to the last one, so number 4. As you can see, I'm in heaven. Just kidding, I'm on my floating cloud I built. Now the cloud, well, let's just go into the idea first. The idea is to build kind of a heaven in your Minecraft world and you live in it. I mean, obviously, who doesn't want to live in heaven? But yeah, the idea I had was just build a cloud. I made it out of snow, which you can also use quartz, but snow is best. Because the texture, the new texture, the old one isn't that good. Actually, I don't know. The old one was also pretty good, but the new one looks quite good for clouds. That's why you should use it. And on top, I just built, like, I don't know, a house for heaven. A heaven house. I don't know. I personally wouldn't want to live in this, but build what you want. You should build, like, a giant castle. That would be awesome. Having a giant cloud with valleys and stuff. And actually have a skyland, and then having a castle on it. You could even make a mountain in the skies. That would be epic. Just imagine it. But yeah, not much to say about this. You kind of do the same thing as for the island technique. You just build up and start forming a cloud. Now, typically you should build the houses out of quartz, since, you know, from, like, I don't know, ancient Greek mythology, that their god houses are made of quartz pillars, or whatever you call it, or whatever they have in real, well, or in the stories anyway. But what better place to end the video than in heaven? I hope you enjoyed this, and what I would appreciate a lot, I don't say this a lot, and I had quite a bit of views on my last video, which was about underwater houses, which I would remind you again to check out. But I really don't say enough. You should really leave a like. It really inspires me to make more videos and make better videos and improve as a YouTuber altogether. But yeah, make sure to leave a like if you liked it, and subscribe if you liked it, and subscribe if you liked it, and like if you subscribed. No, just kidding. Anyway, have a nice day. This is Pokemasterander signing off. Goodbye.